Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. WF 001, back in off a job. Now then, within this chapter you're going to see me working on a brand new antique tractor for Tom Pemberton, and you're also going to see me working on the hanger door for Howard Stock, which is in the background. Let's crack on with the chapter. So this hanger bracket we're on with for Westfields. We've now plasmaed the plate. That just needs welding there. And now we're just about to cut the hanger bracket that the bosses will be welded to. Cal's done a template. Did you set the magic eye up on plasma? Yeah? Oh, sound. Right, so this is going to be another tester for the magic eye. I think Cal secretly loves using this plasma.
Look how much time it saves though.
Yeah, I mean, you become quite pally with our friends at Tech Turf, haven't you? Yeah, especially Mike and who's the other lad, Paul? Mike and Paul, yeah. Mike and Paul. So that wants to be 15 mil, yeah? Yeah. We've got 15 mil plate on. I need to order a 3B1.5 for Howard's job. I'm going to use a 15 mil plate for base plates underneath this box section columns, basically. Box section post. So let's see how that cuts there, Cal. We've got the skirting rubber in now from Ag Pro. So we are going to do, that's skirting rubber for the J35, that's the drive belts for the Metro Track, and that's all the filters for the J35. Yeah, so we're going to take loop weirs to do the engine service, yeah. We're going to load up shortly once he's cut these brackets, and we're going to go over to Tom Pemberton's and Kieran. It's actually at Kieran Gallagher's farm, but CG farming that is, to do that little tractor that was in the last chapter. So we're going out crack with Tom Pemberton and Kieran, whilst DTM are taking over the workshop. And you can see this is all WELDERFABBER's area here, and DTM have out back end at shop. And these are all the cables I've just been and got for Big Walt. Just making some extension cables up for the generator that is sat up there, the Shindawa, which will be going in Big Walt. Now then, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put some the generator in a temporary fix for now, with a few other bits and bats. I'm going to put an X3 in it, and I'm going to put the PowerMax 85 in it whilst we do the hanger door at Howard Stocks. So we'll clean all this up and take that with us, because the generator will run that, but it won't run it on full power. You won't be able to get 85 amps out of that plasma using that Shindawa. So that's where we're at a minute. We'll get that cut, Cal, and we better.
200 mil plate on her by 7 foot.
For Kieran? Yeah. And then we'll head up to Lytham, yeah? So we need to get loaded in the next hour. Quick check to the template. Pick that up, Cal. Beautiful. Right, cut number 2, then we'll go, yeah? So we just arrived at Kieran Gallagher's CG Farming to fix this tractor for Tom Pemberton. as the front axle has come away. It's all split away from around here. So how that is supposed to be mounted to there, I'm not too sure about that. Cast, isn't it? That is cast. And the only problem we've got is we've not got the stick welder with us, we've only got the MIG. And really that should be welded with dissimilar rods. So we'll get a grinder out and test this in a minute, just see what material it actually is. There he is, the man himself.
Oh, hey.
How you doing, pal? I was just saying this might be cast, Cal. I'm just looking at this now.
Does that mean it's harder to weld?
Yeah.
Or you can't weld?
No, it's weldable, but it means it needs a different procedure to weld it. So.
What do you think of this welding?
Fantastic.
10 out of 10.
But it looks like that's been welded with stainless rods.
I don't know.
So.
I know how to milk a cow.
Yeah. But I'm thinking, well, we'll get grinder out, Cal. We'll just test what this is, see what spot test is on it, and see if it's weldable with MIG. Do you know what I mean? So there's various different weld procedures to do on different materials. So we shall put a grind test on it just to see what sparks come off that. That'll give us a better idea what's in that material to weld to.
So you're going to do a test. So you're going to do a test to see what sparks come off it, and then you'll know what to weld. That's mad.
So when we see the sparks on what come off the grinder on that, or we could put a file on it just to see how hard the material is. Basically gives us more of an idea what that material is, because it's old, it's some kind of casting, and we don't know what material's been put into that casting when it was made originally. So it changes it up a bit.
Mad though, isn't it?
Yeah. So really, cast should be welded with a stick welder rather than a MIG.
Yeah, it would have been stick.
Would have been stick last time.
Yeah. He doesn't do anything else, but.
And with a dissimilar rod, which is you can weld different materials to different materials. Do you know? So it, looking at it now, we're going to try it though. We'll try it with a MIG.
Newness just fell off.
I know. Yeah. How old is it? How old is it?
Oh, I've got no idea. For us, not to like 10 years. We've had it 10 years, and Dad bought it for 1,200 quid. So it's not a bad job, is it? And it starts every time.
Have you got a stick welder here, Keith?
Yeah, but no rods.
I've got rods.
No, I don't. It wasn't you. Genuine. Yeah, I've got a stick. I can go back.
I've got 400 in van, no stick leads with me. Brand new 400, no stick leads in it, man. But that's because we gave them to Luke, didn't we? Yeah. So, but what we can do is try it first. Just put grinder on that, Carl. Let me look. Just touch it on that corner there.
You're about to watch two YouTubers film each other, but.
Go on. It's definitely cast. Yeah. Just do a little bit more on this corner here.
Grind. What kind of metal is?
So that is, it's soft. So we know it's definitely like some kind of casting, which needs to be a dissimilar welding rod, really.
And have we got one?
We've got, no. I wonder if flux would weld it better. The flux core wire.
More rollers in your set.
Yeah. Try it though, can't we?
Right, I'm going to start my video. I'll go away from you.
So because this front end is casting, that's a big lump of cast that bolts onto here. And we haven't got we haven't got the stick leads in the van, because then we'd be welding it with cast rods or some DS rods, dissimilar rods. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to prep it, preheat it, put a little bit of weld on it anyway, but we're going to mount some thready bars coming through here, or some bolts going through there, get hold of that with a lump that holds that piece on that Callum is just cleaning up at the moment, which I'll show you. Old is gold, always remember that. So it's a shame really to take that nice welding off there, but we've just got to take it back to original and start again. We bought the little Warrior 330 and the little Sabre running off our Shindauer. We've got solid wiring, but we do have some flux in the van, but it won't really make much difference using flux when you're welding cast. But within the drawer, we've got some 6013s, we've got some 7018s, low hydrogen, and we've got some DS312s. That's what we would be using with a gun if we had some leads with us. Typical. Unbelievable. Luke, you've got me leads. I need to get some leads in the van all the time. It's because we've just been using the Warriors all the time, running solid wire and dual shield wire. Cabelco. Anyway, I'll crack on and get this cleaned up. So because there's so much of that missing, and there's a lot of cracks within that bit of cast there, I think we're just hitting red against the wall trying to use that. So, cut this off, cut that off. We'll cut a piece of plate now, 15mm. 230 by 100mm. Them hole centres are 170. I can get in there and put a nut and bolt it. Some 20mm bolts in there, bolt that plate on, then we can remake this hanger. Drill a hole for that bar. It's like about 25-30mm pin that in it. Drill a hole for that. Get with centres off our axle for a gap here. And then we'll weld that in. That can be welded in, and what we'll do, we'll weld a washer on the back side of it, because that doesn't need to move. That wants to be as tight as possible underneath the tractor. Well, we've got the distance there, so we'll make our new bracket to that distance. Oh, I love a little job like this. Always better to put a bit of thinking into something than being a robot at a bench all day. So we're just testing the Sabre out here on the 400 Shindauer, and we just got her up to 80 amps, 90 amps. We got up to 90 amps then, Cal. What did it cut like? Bang on. You see, you can only go max to 40 amps on the 300 Shindauer. But on the 400 Shindauer we can go above 80. Try again, Carl. So what I'm listening for is the generator in the van dipping. So we're running at 82, 84, 90 amps. 90 amps, Carl. We'll get a good cut. Right, she's dying there. Hold on. You hear the generator then. I'm going to drop it down to 70. Go on. We're cutting 15mm plate. How's that? That's what we want. This is going to be our new front bracket bolted to the front end. Some 20mm bolts, 12.9. Little JEI mini beast mag drill. Yep. Here you bar some. Put that. It'll go clean up, bang that up front end. That allows us then to do whatever we want to do to that front end because we've got a good hold of them 2 bolts. I'm well happy with that. I didn't realise plasma would go to that much. We'll go again. 180 amps. Brilliant. For the money, absolutely brilliant. Give Phil Weeks a ring at Warrior Welders. Thank me again later for that, Phil.
80 amps is bang up, aren't it?
80?
Yeah, it's
Sweet.
Happy. It's happy at 80.
Let's get that cleaned up, mounted on. So we've gone from that to that. A nice vert up that side and the other, and a couple of passes along the top. Shall we mounted right through the bracket. That ain't going nowhere now. I hope you can see how much stronger that is than that was. You guys at home. We'll see what Tom has to say about it in a minute. Well, Callum's on a vertical run here now. Put a couple of passes across the top. That ain't going nowhere. We'll go around, run around that pin, Cal, as well. Shall we just set his cell up then? Make sure he could get all the way up. Nice and easy. I know it's only a little run here, but you do that if you're doing like a metre pass. Get yourself in a nice comfortable position before you start welding. Here's my #1 welder, and he's only going to get better and better as the years go by. Follow Cal on Instagram, and who wants to follow him on Instagram. Kieran's here. Yeah, we'll do, yeah. Bought a bit of plating band for you.
Oh yeah, that plate, yeah, I forgot that. Some job, that, innit?
What do you think of that?
Proper.
Huh?
It's good, that, innit?
Done it well.
As good as my welding, that.
Do you
Do you want to see my welding?
Yeah.
There.
So are you going to have a go at gun?
Yeah, I'll have a go. I'll have a go. When you go over there.
Bit of vertical welding.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it. Well, we'll see.
It's easy.
As long as it stays on, it's right,
It's
innit?
easy. It's easy. In fact, I have another masking band so you can watch Callum doing a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Then jump on, yeah?
Yeah, sound, yeah.
And Tom's going to do a bit of welding. Let's go and see Tom. Here's the main man. Tom, tell me what you think about this repair.
So we've been having a look as we go. It's unreal. The genuine unreal. We're having a little bit of a joke that if this set alight, the only thing that would stay here is this. The repair we've done, like, spot on. It's amazing how everything's worked. It's amazing how the bolts have got in. Proper class job. Genuine class job. Very impressed.
I mean, you can just look at that and know how strong it is, can't you?
Yeah.
Just, you know what I mean?
It's built. Compared to what we did have, which is just a little bit tired. But it's like,
you just got to keep it going though. You could never let this tractor go now.
Oh, no way. And I quite like what Callum said, to be fair. It was a good barn repair. Was it yourself?
Yeah.
Or a good barn repair.
Yeah.
It is a barn repair, but it's a barn repair that will last.
Well, we do it. We say it a lot on site, don't we, Cal? Sometimes it's a barn fix.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When you're in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
them plates there are just bits of stuff that we had it back at van.
Unreal.
That we cut to bits, you know.
And a lot of that, I know you do a lot of plant hire and a lot of industrial stuff, but for us, like agricultural, it's all about just getting going.
Yeah.
We just need that.
Well, it is on plant, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, 100%.
Get it going as fast
if
as
you've
can.
got men waiting for you,
Yeah.
just need to get that machine going. and that's what's going to happen. Our cows are going to get scraped up, they'll be cleaner and tidier. But yeah, the excitement of that falling off was a thing. It wasn't on me.
Were you driving it?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Who were driving it?
Old Mick.
Oh, it was the old Mick. Oh dear. I bet.
Oh, and he didn't drive on anything, by the way. It was just driving, and it just must have gone tired.
Luckily, you didn't rip sump off.
I know, that was close.
You know, it was this bracket here that saved it. The only thing you got to be careful of is the oil pickup pipe, but it'll be all right. It'll be all right. So we've just got the steering linkage to weld now. That pin.
And then me and Baz are having a competition who can weld better.
Yeah. On stainless steel though. But we're going to use mild steel wire as we've no stainless wire or stainless rods. Oh, we've got stainless rods, but we're not least. Right, let's box it.
Team Welderfabbers, I have got a challenge for Baz. Something he's never ever seen before, and what we have is... This is a milk tank. So at our farm we do a lot of vending machines. We have 4 vending machines. One in bottle, one cookie, one ice cream, and we have a milk vending machine. We have 3 of these tanks. They hold 100 litres at a time. And then you clean the tank and you put the tank in it. And what's happened is they've been spot welded before, and that's it. Like nothing ever welds. You can see a Tom Pemberton top quality repair. That is a farm weld if we've ever seen it. And I literally got my welder out last night, just to finish off. A bit like Baz, we're mad busy. I just thought 7 o'clock, I'll just get it done. It's one less job to do tomorrow. Open the welding box, no rods left. So I thought, Baz is coming today, we're going to give it a go. I'm going to weld down one side, he's going to weld down the other, and see who does it best. Complete and utter novice. 20 years in the game? 30 years in the game. You look younger. But yeah, so a bit of an exciting challenge to end the video.
Just done the little weld off, if you want to call it a weld off.
A weld off, what a thing. So this is my weld. And this is Baz's weld.
Tell the truth, Tom.
Put it in the comment section if you think I'm true. Or not lying. Telling the truth, there we go.
Did I say that edit jump over before?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll say it again. So if you want to watch that little weld off, jump over to Tom's channel.
Yeah. And yeah, see if I was telling the truth and see who's welds right. We all know what the truth is.
Let's get you driving this tractor, eh?
Yeah, 100%. Let's get going. Absolute class. What a beast.
I'm actually quite happy with that myself for a quick barn fix.
Yeah, barn fix. And we've probably added about 20 years to our life.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Any other issues, mate, just give us a ring, we'll sort it for you.
100%. What's old is gold.
Old is gold. Yeah. We'll wrap up, get this tractor out. The old girl's back up and running.
Oh, absolutely. Tell you what, is that good? We might treat it to a seat.
Yeah? Beautiful.
Got it great.
Jobbed. So we've just landed in Leeds to work on this J35 McCluskey crusher. With these have Luke,
Hey up!
Carl and our Frank over there. So we're going to do a full engine service on it, that's why Luke's here. He does the engine servicing. That's the oil that we brought with us and genuine filters. We'll just let it warm up a little bit before we drain the oil. And then we're going to take the fixture out of it, which is on them 3 nuts there. And 3 nuts at the opposite side. That's your lock bar that holds the fixture in position. Now then, apologies for whoever got me this socket. Well, they supplied me this socket. Can you see how long it is? It's about 300mm long. One of our subscribers sent us this 46mm socket. As we usually use the 46mm ratchet spanner to get them nuts off. So that will come in handy today, whoever sent me that. Leave a comment and I'll get back to you, because I've forgotten your name, apologies again. This McClusky's got a Volvo engine in it. Some McCluskys have Cat engines in. I wouldn't know which is the better engine, to be fair. The ones that I've worked on over the years, we've never had any issues with any of the engines in these machines. This is Johnny Walmsley's machine. We did the metro track for him the other week, the belt, and we did a jaw turn on that machine for him at the same time. There are your other three nuts that have got to come off. Now then, looking at that, it's got the expanding foam behind that rubber washer there. So that tells me that whoever put that jaw in, probably from factory, did a proper job of putting the jaw in. It's always better to put a little bit of expanding foam behind the jaw, as I will show you throughout this video, because it makes it easier for the next man to come along. Not only that, when you get material wedged behind there, it can chaff, wear away, and make the jaw come loose. Looks a tiny little crusher. I don't know, well, it's 1,000 hours. It's its 1,000-hour service, this. So I ordered all the filters in from Ag Pro the other day. So we've got all genuine Volvo filters and skirts. They come from Ag Pro too. And I got my oil from Lancashire Oils. So it's me, Cal and Frank, like I said, and Esab Luke, who used to work with me at Hurt Plant. For those people that don't know, he used to do servicing and welding for me at Hurt Plant Hire. Good lad, proper good lad. So I'll get my overalls on, we'll get these bolts loosened off, and we'll take the skirts off, and we'll get the camera back out. I thought it was going to be raining today, but it's not. I've been on this quarry before for Hurt Plant. They used to hire machines on here. Got a Kleeman screener there, the Kleeman crusher over there, and another McCluskey screener. It's Luke's van. Boys are just getting the haulers in before we start. And I will also have a haulie too. So now we've took this rubber washer off from behind them nuts. We've wound the nuts back on to hit the bar back and forth like that to release the wedges inside there. We've took the bar off. That's the first thing you should do, get that bar off and out of the way. And then that allows the lock bar to move back and forth. And basically what you're trying to do is release them. They're the wedges that sit on the jaw and they sit in the track like that. So as we knock, that tube goes onto that like that, and as you tighten the nuts up, that goes up on a track and lifts up and locks onto the jaw. So looking in there, I can see that jaw, the top of the jaw there, is at the top of them nuts. I can see that it's close to the bar. So that's a little bit of a telltale sign that these wedges could be worn, and they wear down. They'll like wear down from there all the way across there. And that's why we always bring a set of wedges whenever we're doing a jaw on a J35, J45, or a J4, which replaced the J45. Any McClusky crusher with this system in, really, if you're changing a jaw, bring them with you, especially on the fixed jaw. So that was full of expanding foam before. We've just blown it out with the airline, get as much clean muck and expanding foam out as possible so that bar moves back and forth easier. And then hopefully we'll clean down the side of the jaw each side with the air chisel and the airline, and hopefully the jaw will come loose. We'll hook up to it either with some hooks that are in the back of the machine. I don't know if they fit the fixed jaw or the swing jaw, but they'll fit one of the jaws. Hopefully they'll fit the fixed jaw. There'll be some slots in it somewhere that these hooks will hook into. We'll get a machine and we'll try and rive the jaw out. Hopefully it'll be straightforward, but I've been told, I've never done one on a 35 before. I've done one loads on 45s and 40s, but never done one on a 35. But I've been told these can be a right pig. The harder it is, the better it is. That's what I like to say. If there's anybody out there watching, got crushers or machines and want us to maintain them, get in contact with me at baz@welderfabber.uk. We will sort you out. And if anybody's looking to hire a crusher, Johnny Walmsley has a couple of crushers now. This is whose crusher this is. It's on hire to these men on this quarry with his own operator. Now that's the way to do it. Send a crusher out with your own operator. Plant hire, negligence massively get neglected on the plant hire side. So I would highly recommend any machine that goes out on hire, don't really send them out on self-drive. In my opinion, always send them out with an operator that looks after that machine. Pay your dividends in the long run for the machine owner. Well, Luke's dropped the oil. Made himself a little oil pipe there. Oil drain pipe. Have we bought too much oil there, Luke?
So yeah, but I'll have to check, because I don't know how low it were. I never even, it was my own fault, I didn't check how much were in it when I think there's too much.
I'm sure I was told there were like 50 litres or something, 50 or 60 litres. That's why I got 3 drums.
Check that out.
Yeah, we'll soon find out if we've got one spare. What would you like to get filters off?
It's a bit tight getting over the top of the engine. You're not built for a big one.
So that's your oil fill, yeah?
Yeah.
So once again, I don't get involved in the engine side or the hydraulic side. That work goes to all my pals that I have around me. I just stick with anything to do with track frames, undercarriages, buckets, booms, dippers, pins and bushes, welding. That is what I stick to, that is what I'm good at. Engine servicing, hydraulics, electrics, I pass that to my pals. And good pals I've got too, and they will pass the welding work over to me. So I've got Callum inside the jaw box now, just cleaning the jaw and the hook up positions, which I will show you. Cal, 1 second, son. So can you just show the hook up position there with that camera? So we have hooks that will go into that hole there, lock behind it, and hopefully pull the jaw out once it's cleaned down the side of the jaw. So all that, is it rock hard material that?
Some quite hard, a lot of it's quite clear.
Now then, the pre-screen's blocked on this at the moment. Solid. So, that's why, you see. You get soft clayey stuff going through, it soon blocks the pre-screen up. And when that is the case, you better weld in a plate over that and let all the material drop through the jaw. Otherwise, you get this happening here. That clear there. All that chute underneath that is fully blocked. So the boys will have to clean this out before they start running this machine. So hopefully they have a power wash on site. If they don't have a power wash on site, it's hours and hours of digging with the bar through them pre-screen bars, depending on if it's got a mesh underneath it as well. If it's got like a 45mm mesh on it, if they're going to run the side belt and pull some fines out of it, then it makes it even harder. So I'll mention that to the boys. On the J45s, if that happens, the chute is sat on 4 little plates that lock onto the frame. What happens, then plates crack, snap, and the chute drops down. How many times have we done one of them, Cal?
Right, remember, can you?
4 or 5? At least 4 or 5 times we've gone to a crusher that's been out on hire, and we've had to take the feeder out to get to the hopper underneath, clean the hopper out, repair the brackets, lift the feeder back on. It's not a big job taking a feeder out. It's only a few pipes, it's only sat on springs. For those that don't know, this is the feeder, all this. Put your material in, it feeds it into the jaw box, that's why it's called the feeder. Only sat on springs, a few pipes that go to the motors, lifts off, nice and easy. Put some shackles in them holes, and away you go. Are we nearly ready for a lift? Yeah? Right. So you want that nice and clean down each side of the jaw before we even start to pull, because that material is so hard it'll keep that jaw locked in there. Basically, the more cleaning we do, the easier it will be to pull out. Kind of like working on crushers, and I kind of miss working on crushers, do you? A little bit. Not in winter, in the snow.
It's the mud that's the worst, isn't it?
Huh?
The mud, you're trying to clear the mud out, that's the
Yeah.
hardest bit.
If you get to a nice clean site like this, it's cool. But if you're down at the bottom of a quarry, you've got to take your van through up muck, then it's a bit of a different story, because I don't really like getting a van too involved in the muck side of it. I like to keep on top of my van, all my tools, everything before it goes back in the van is cleaned off and put in its own spot. Yesterday we were on site and we couldn't find a hammer because Frank had put it in the wrong spot. Sledgehammer, that one there. Not that it's hard to find, but still, when you go and look for something and it's not quite where it should be, spend a little more time finding it. Love that little workshop though. Wait till Big Walt comes out. Big Walt's coming soon. The trailer. Might put a sink system in that, Cal, so we can clean it back a bit. You know what I mean? Yeah, hand cleaner and that. So we can do a bit of cleaning with that. And yeah, because I'm not getting Defender mucked up, am I? You know what I mean? I want to be nice and clean if we're using Defender. Although it is a workhorse. It's a workhorse, but I still take my little girl out in it every weekend, so it has to be clean. Right, I'll go and get a machine now and we'll get hooked up. So if you remember a few chapters back, Luke made a little bucket, didn't you? Yeah. For one of your pals, yeah. Right? And we put it on Instagram and Facebook. It got a lot of views, over 1 million views. So we got a lot of blowback on it, right? And the bucket was designed and built specifically for a certain job, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But to go on an Engon.
Yeah, on an Engon edge.
On an Engon, yeah.
Yeah.
So just tell the viewers what it was all about.
Basically, when you look at here, when he's doing an extension on I think he's on a nursing home, but with his tube pile, say you've got a tube pile like that, yeah, and he digs his trench, because I shortened the bucket for him as well. He digs his trench. Well, he used to have to pay lads to dig round the tube piles, and it was costing him a fortune. So we've made him a bucket so he can literally dig his trench, put his narrow bucket on, dig down each side, scrat it out.
So it's just for digging round poles?
Yeah, pretty much. So it basically can have one man sat on a digger and can do the whole job. You know,
and how long was it taking his men to dig them out that spade?
You know, I think the last one it took, you know, it's like a week to pay lads, you know, like a week's wage for a lad, where you can just have a lad to do it on his own in day on a digger, you know, so yeah.
There you go. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
you know, a lot of people were saying, oh well, the itch is wider. Well, he's on a foundation and he never goes deeper than a metre. That's why the bucket were a metre tall. Yeah. Because it's like, you know, it wasn't made for a job.
It wasn't made for digging muck or clay. If it was, we'd have designed it a different way. Do you know what I mean? And
I made it how we wanted it, and that's how we wanted it to do that job. You know, and yeah, you could have used a ripper tooth or something like that, but he can just like scrat away at it, keep digging, and it just makes his life easy. He can have one man doing one job, you know, like that job he's on at the moment. I think there's like 60 of them to dig round. Well, you know,
that bucket's going to pay for itself in no time.
Oh, easy. Yeah. He loves it. He's been using it and he says it's great.
Yeah. So I just wanted to put that out there, because I mean, Facebook, I don't reply to any comments on Facebook because it's so toxic.
No, it's hellish. I was reading through
toxic.
It the other day, and I was like,
do you know what I mean? Instagram, yeah, I have some really good followers on Instagram. I reply to all my messages on Instagram, pretty much anyway. And
It's like the grinder marks.
Yeah.
They're a lot of going. I get, but like we're not welding pipe lines here, are we? Like, you know, and it's for me. It's it's a bucket to dig round.
I mean, I said to Luke, don't worry about comments. Don't worry about comments. It don't bother me what's in the comments or messages on, you know what I mean? It doesn't bother me in the slightest.
No,
do you know what I mean? If you start worrying about it, we shouldn't be putting ourselves out there on social media. So you can't worry about it. But I just wanted to address that because he did get a lot of blowback on Facebook.
Hellish. It was unreal.
Yeah.
I messaged you over there, didn't I? And said, like, we've upset some people about this bucket that's been made for a job like.
And I just said to him, don't read them comments.
Yeah.
You know. So if you want to say, I'll put a picture of the screen now of that bucket. Yeah. That was made for a specific job for Luke's customer. He's well happy with it and he's saving a fortune. That's all that matters. Right, you come and stand in the feeder, son. I just want you to have your hard hat on because you're under the machine, could be. Right, so we're hooked up now with them hooks provided with the machine. Let me just see how them chains are, Cal. Other way around, Cal. Chains the other way. Yeah, so the chains aren't fighting against themselves. So look at our trusty driver on the controls. Let's see if this will actually move. Look at saying, why has Frank got an hard hat on?
It's a helmet, aren't you, Frank?
Right, up and touch that, bud. You climb out, Cal, in a sec. Just wanted to get a bite on it. Oh, can you get that drum out, Cal? Swing it that way. Track forward. Keep wiggling it like that. So you're getting this out now, all depends on if we've moved the wedges out enough for it to unlock it. Because there's so much material in there and it's locked down the side of the jaw, which we cleared most of it out, it should come free, that. Should. You're playing about with it. All of a sudden it'll just go pop, pop out.
It's over this side.
The wedge is over that side, right, so it's unlocked there then. Can't see here because of some foaming. Chuck the airline over here. What I'm looking for is to see where the lock wedge is. Can't see it there in a minute. So basically I'm just trying to clean enough material out here so I can actually see the wedge. Go on, Cal. Right, so you're unlocked at your side, now you're unlocked at my side. So it should come. Yeah? You definitely can't go anymore. Go on, bud. It's unlocked. We could be in for a long day here. I heard there was a nightmare to get out these. Let's go in. Come on, Cal. Back to me. So we're knocking this bar in and out. It's moving the box that little bit more each time. Come on, bud. One way, Cal. Keep trying to pull it that way, you know what I mean, don't you? This is coming pretty all the time, this. There we go. So now we're just going to fully open that swing jaw to give us a little bit more room at the bottom to unhook the fixed jaw. Beautiful. Up, up. If you put it down next to the van and then let these men in, we'll give this a good clean up, yeah? Right, Frankie boy, nice little job for you. Chuck a drum. Cal, is the machine isolated? Machine isolated, yeah? Right, get that drum, Frank. Chuck it down there. Stand on it. I'll pass you an airline chisel. Want it spotless down each side of the jaw box and that lock bar, and then I'll climb inside and show our viewers how that lock bar works. Most viewers will know how that works, but there'll be new subscribers out there that will never have seen one of these before. Airliner, chisel, needle gun. Come back to you in a second. So that is the jaw cleaned off. So we even buffed it off with a little soft pad. Don't want anything on that at all. Nice and smooth. So the jaw and the jaw box both need to be that clean. We put it on a swivel hook so we're not fighting it against the chains as we drop it back into the jaw box. Is Frank ready? Let's go and have a look. That's up.
Alright.
Yeah, that'll be sound that. Pull that drum out. I'm just giving him some fresh air basically as he's cleaning that out. Alright. Frank, can you reach down to the bottom of that or not? Do you know where your foot is? Do you know where your foot is there? Yeah. Yeah? That needs, so the jaw is going to come up against that frame. Yeah? Don't want to be any muck on the bottom of that. Do you know what I mean? There, yeah. Be clean?
It's pretty clean to be honest.
Yeah, it should be clean because the jaw was sat against it before. Right, get yourself out. Just knock that muck out at where there on the, that there, yeah. Let it drop down onto it. That's it. I just spoke to the operator and he said they were running wet material yesterday and that's what's caused this pre-screen to block. So the boys are going to jump on it when we've gone. Clean it out. So the wedges are all good. Nothing wrong with them wedges. That's your lock bar. So you can see how that works now, can't you? That wedge comes this way, up that bar and locks against the jaw, and same at this side. And then we spray our expanding foam in them holes and fill it all up behind, make it easier for the next man that comes along to change this jaw. Keep it behind the feeder, Cal. Keep it behind the feeder. Keep it in central at box, Cal. Down on your dipper. Whoa. Down on your boom. What I'm doing here, I'm pushing the drum down so it sends the jaw in at the bottom. That's got in now on it. Not good when you got an hernia. Is it moving? Just do the same again. So we're pulling it back. So I'm basically moving the chains back so it's pulling it that way. That's it, go up at that. Take it up at that. That's it. Is that gone, Cal? That should have gone, that. Yeah, be back. So we've got the jaw in position now. Is it back against the frame, Cal? Yeah. So the next thing is, Frank, jump over that side, put that tube in, put that tube over the threads. Take that nut off there. And what we'll do as we release it and send the locks in, as we're tightening it on the nuts, we'll give it a belt with a sledgehammer, just to give it a little shock so it goes back against the jaw box. Should be fully back there though, shouldn't it?
Under this nut, yeah.
What?
Behind this nut, yeah.
Take that nut off.
Yeah.
Put the tube on. Come on, Frank, this ain't your first rodeo on crushers now.
I don't want like this, yeah.
I suppose it's your first one on a McCluskey. So now we've got it locked in position. I'll send the camera in so you can see it. I can't see what I'm filming here, but that's the wedge. And that's the wedge there. So all behind there needs expanding foam. I'm just feeling behind the wedge now to make sure it's all in the right spot. That feels good. Good. I can feel the centre of the bar there. We've got 3-finger gap to the wedge. 3-finger gap to the wedge from the centre. So we know we're in the right spot. All we're going to do now is give the jaw belt with the sledgehammer to send it home that little bit more if it needs it. So we've got it gunned up now and tightened up with the big bar. How tight did you get it, Cal? Still that bar? Yeah. And always apply expanding foam to where the lock bar is, behind the lock bar, behind the wedges and down the side of the jaw. That always makes it easier for the next one when he comes along
2012.
to change the jaw. One canister will do you one crusher. He's the mom. He's going to be digging pre-screen out, aren't you, son?
We're going to have to do something with it, aren't we?
Better with a power wash. We've got a power wash, boom boom, nice and easy. Like I say, we it raining yesterday, it's just blocked it up, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was wet stuff yesterday.
Unless you want to do it, Frank.
Depends how much he's paying.
You're getting paid what I pay you, son. Right, so that's it, jaw done. We'll get the other 2 nuts on, cranked up, yeah, and then push that big rubber washer to the back of the washer so it goes on top of the tube, yeah. And then we'll finish off by putting new skirts on the belt. Alright, so I'm just led on the belt close to the bottom of the J35. This is your toggle plate for people who know what crushers are about. That's your toggle ram, pulls the tension for your drawback, and the problem is we've got on that deflector plate there's a pipe loose on it at the back, but I can't just get enough room to get down to it, so we replace these skirting rubbers, these red rubbers, which have been a nightmare within the cells. But I'll just give you a little bit of an insight of what I'm doing. If I put the torch like that. So you got a ram here. I'm not sure what the camera can see, but on top of that ram you got a pipe. These pipes, they're loose. So when they move this deflector plate, squirting oil out everywhere. So
I like your flood defence system.
yeah. So we're close. I can't get my head underneath that deflector plate, so I'm going to see if we can fire the machine and see if it'll move any. So basically I can get my head underneath to get spanner to it. So obviously you can see we're very tight. That's the jaw, that's the fixed jaw, that's your swing jaw. So tight. I'm telling you now, the bigger the machines are, the easier they are. And I'm soaked at the bottom because all the water's dripping down belt. I should have put my wets on before I got in. I didn't. Nightmare. So I'll jump out, fire the machine up and see if we can get a bit of movement in that deflector plate. Trying to nip it up.
Right, so as you can see, Baz is in there. He's at the deflector plate that's at the bottom of the jaw. The pipe is actually loose on the fitting.
I've got a turn on it.
You managed to do the turn?
You just feel it now.
As the pipe,
Can't see it.
the fitting was leaking, weren't it? So it was spraying out. So
I'm actually quite wedged in here.
I know it's a small gap for a big fella. He needs to get back at gym, don't you, lad?
So what I want now, where are you?
I'm here. You see me?
I'll fire it up.
Try that button. Not
Fire
leave
it
it.
up. Make sure all the belts are off. Move the ram back and forth, yeah?
Yeah.
I might have just got it tight enough there. Oh. I'll tell you man to try it.
Ben, can I give it a run for us, lad?
Will do.
Yeah. Always be very careful if you're in the machine and you fire it, yeah? Make sure all the belts are turned off especially.
Did you not fancy putting your wets on?
Well, we're already in, weren't I? I'm soaked, more. You fire it up.
Yeah.
Time to move the deflector plate. Other way. Yep. Back. Bingo. We got it. Oh, we've got a little leak. Let's do it again. Other way. Whoa. Back. We've still got a solid minute leak in it now.
Yeah.
Just need a little tip. Just go back other way. Whoa. Hold it there. Switch off. Switch off, Cal.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
Right. Still got a little leak. Go the other way. Hold it there. Hold it there.
Hold it there all the way.
You're just there where you are now. That'll be easy for me to get a spanner on there and nip it up. We're getting there. Get another, see if we can get another half a turn. Might need a new Dalty washer on it or something like that.
Go on, old fella.
Should we put a timer on?
We'll just speed this bit up.
Director, speed this bit up.
This is why. This is why you've been, yeah? Hey, they say gold's where you got an hernia. You know what I mean?
50th birthday over the week as well, wasn't it?
I thought it was 60th.
60th.
Sucked at bone, got cramp.
Got cramp!
Got cramp.
Do you want us to lift you out?
White fingers kicking in, yeah? Do you want we're holding that bar up then? Oh my God. Get me out of here. Right, we're done, we're buttoned up.
Yeah, I just need to do this last bit.
Oh,
Ben, just bring machine over, will you?
cramp. Cramp.
Ah, no.
Ah,
Literally dripping.
tricky one that. At least we got it. At least we got it. Next time go in with wets on, remind me. Alright, so that's all the job's done really. The last job is to track the belt over. Can you see how the belt's getting chaffed? It's because the belt's too far over this way. Frank, you take camera down there and tell me when that belt is in the right position in the centre of the tail drum, yeah? If you have a look on the back end, this is where you tension the belt. 41mm spanner. You go down there, Sam. He'll tell you. Alright, I'll start sending it over, yeah? Tell me if your sheets start to move, Frank. Callum? Is she gone? Is it in the centre of the drum?
Yeah, so far.
Just keep an eye on it. Send the belt all the way up now to crushing position, and then we'll see if it's still at the same spot. Yeah, keep your eye on it, see if it's travelling. Right, just run belt now. So it's running in the centre of the head drum now. Is it running in centre tail drum?
Too far over now.
How much too far?
Inch and a half or something.
What, too far?
Too far that way now. So like now it's on edge of sprocket that side. And the bolt on this side.
But we're in the centre of the head drum, you see, so you've got to find a happy medium.
Yeah.
You tell me when you're happy with it, bud.
20mm or something like that.
Right, well, once you start putting material on that belt anyway, it'll travel, you know what I mean?
Yeah, mate, it's better than it was anyway.
So 41mm spanner if you want to adjust the belt, yeah? Right, Frank, come out from under there. Oh, we just finished off now. All button back up. All skirts done. Managed to get that oil pipe nipped up. Oil service done. Jaw turned. And it's Thursday today. Frank always wants to get back early on a Thursday for football. He ain't getting back early tonight, boy. As soon as we hit that motorway, we'll be in traffic.
Don't forget some dinner and tea, yeah.
Yeah, we've got to have some scran, yeah. What time are you on till?
6.
6?
7 till 6.
7 till 6? Yeah. How far away do you live?
An hour and 15, hour and 20.
Hour 15. It's enough, innit?
Yeah.
It's enough, innit?
Long enough days, aren't they?
Yeah, it's always handy having your workshop or wherever you work near. Obviously, near where you live unless you're working on site. Look at him rushing.
Come on.
There ain't no rushing getting back tonight, son. And I've just had a phone call. We've had a couple of welders landing in the workshop. So let's go and take a look at what we've got. So just landed back in the workshop. Still salt to the bone. And look what has arrived. My new welders. So this time round I thought I'd go for a Jasic 500 amp EM 500S. Now isn't that a good looking machine? Huh? You know I'm a Kempy guy, everyone knows I'm a Kempy guy, but I thought I wanted a 500 amp set and I want to try one of them new Jasics. That has only just been launched this week. Beautiful. So I will put that to the test. It's come with a benzoyl torch. And we've got one for Big Walt. 350 amp, nice lightweight set there for the box trailer. So I thought to myself, why not give Jasic a try? You hear good things, you hear bad things, you hear that about all different brands. I will make my own decision on that one and let you guys know how I get on with these sets. I don't know what it is about orange. I like something about orange. It's like the Jasics and the Kempys and the Kempers. And we've got a little Cibora imposter in the corner there. So I might give this to Frank. What do you guys think? Should we give this new welder to Frank? Let me know in the comments if we should give this new welder to full-time Frankie. Right, I'm going to get myself home and get these clothes in the wash and have a nice warm shower. Alright guys, so we've hit bingo again. Director landed in my office and I've just got back from Howard Stock's. I did mention at the start of this chapter that you would see some of Howard Stock's door being built. But obviously we've run on, we went into a little bit too much detail probably on that crusher. Let us know in the comments if you like me going into detail on jobs like that. The hangar door is up. Will it work? Tune in next week to find out. Cheers, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.